Hey, what's up? What's up? What's up? YouTube, what's up? Sorry, guys, I'm late. I said that I was gonna do this at 8, but I was looking at some protestings and I was looking at some news and just baffled. The funny thing about all this is that um, we still haven't heard from our president. We still haven't heard from the president of the United States of America. He hasn't even addressed the country. This is a shame, right? We're supposed to have a leader that's supposed to lead the country. Supposed to, at least calm. At least you cannot come what's gonna happen. But yo, what up, Jay Jerk 2020? How you doing, buddy? Michael Nimero. That's what I was saying. So there are some protesters you cannot calm down, but at least you let the nation know what's the plan of the United States, what's the plan of what they have planned. And then he this morning is his secretary of the his national security guy said that he finds nothing wrong systematically with the system that there is in place right now for the police officers. What is he high? This is why we're at now. Yeah, shit's real crazy, bro. I just can't. It blows my mind away, blow how I see these people go. Yo, I just saw this. I just saw this video on Facebook where they went to a store in Rochester and they were taking everything, Nikes, everything, bro. And this lady just left her car in the middle of the street to go get some sneakers. And the guy said, "Yo, at least if show me what you got, so I could see him, so you see if it was worth it." And she's like, "Nah, it's just for me and my son." And I'm like, "Well, you're stupid, because now the cops are gonna go to your house anyways and gonna arrest you because your face is plastered all over the social media, you know." But yeah, violence creates violence. I understand that, you know. But what I don't understand is that why do you have to go into your mom and pop and shop stores? Why do you have to break into them? Why do you have to break into the stores? I understand the police cars, the burning of the police car. I understand the burning of precincts. I understand all that. That's anger towards the system. But what does stores have to do with the system? What propels you mentally to go inside a store and steal some shoes, steal some TVs, steal some this? Because you know that what you're doing is that now these stores these mom and pop stores that are small, all these stores now they got to close down. The employees that they have there, now those employees can't work because they got no store to work at. So now you add more to the unemployment. Now you add more debt to the economy. I mean, I understand the frustration of that we've been doing peaceful protesting for years and nothing's gotten done. And I've said this for years. That's one of the reasons that maybe I didn't vote for Barack. You know, because on the Barack Obama, the Black Matter movement came on. A black attorney general came on, and all these things came on, and still there was nothing, and nothing has happened. And with Donald Trump, nothing is happening. He hasn't even addressed the country. Yeah, that shit is fun to them, but it may be fun to them, but it's stupid, and idiotic. No, I understand, Michael. I understand, but you can say that, you can give me that argument when it's collateral damage, like when you bomb a place and you want to get to one specific target, but in that target there are other peoples around it, but you only have that time to catch that terrorist. You got that time and moment to catch the terrorist. Because if you don't do it right then and then, that person's gonna leave. So you have no other choice. There's gonna be casualties of war. We understand all that, but there are people, there are stores, there are owners that don't deserve this to happen to their stores. You know, and it's just a shame because you know what this does though. What this does, it fuels that racism that white America has. All these people that are saying black people are this or black people are that, those people who are racist, what this does is gives them more fuel. It gives them more to say, you know what, fuck it. That look at them. I don't want to put on names. I know how they think. I don't want to offend nobody. And that's the way that they'll say it. Oh, these black, this and black that, they like this, that, the things that they say. and that's what you when you do these kind of things, that's what happens, and it's a shame, and it's a shame because you're tarnishing George Floyd, you're tarnishing the good Black American people that are here, the hardworking people, and it's sad. Yeah, but Jay Jerk, there are ways that you can do that. Like I said, if you want to, like today in Philly, they burned down like two police cars. The cops were out. The cops, if you saw them in Philly, that five cop cars, there was no cops in the car, and the front car got burnt and the back car got burnt. I don't give a fuck about that. I really don't. That's money that the city has to pay. That's money that maybe now they'll reform the way that they train these guys. And I've been saying this for more than 5 years, that there should be, that the United States should reform this. I've even said I was in agreement of all schools having metal detectors. All schools have metal detectors, especially high schools. That all that there should be a system in place that where no parent, nobody can go once the alarm goes on. I mean, once the bell rings for the kids to be in class, no one goes into the school for nothing. You gotta go through an ID, you gotta go through a camera, you gotta go through a metal detector, and that hasn't happened. No president, not Barack, not Donald Trump, has done nothing. When the Barack Obama didn't do anything while he was in office, and Donald Trump hasn't done anything, and it's sad. And a lot of people are commenting to me is that they're having these right wings people that they're inciting riots, so that they're going put masks on, and the inciting riots here, so the Black community go there, and they start the riot over there and then blame them. And I do believe that. I even asked one of my subscribers. I said, "Yo, so what's your president? Why hasn't?" And then this person is an avid Trump fan, and he's been on Facebook all the time. When I say something, he always has something to say. And when I asked him a few minutes ago, so what happened with Trump? Why hasn't he addressed the country? He says he hasn't even responded to me yet. But that's okay. Yeah, but yeah, but Michael, I understand what you're saying, but in Iraq, it's different. In Iraq, you say you can control the outcome. No, you can control some of it in Iraq because you have arms. You can control some of it. And in Iraq, when you're in war, that's totally, totally, totally different because a war starts and you have no control of that. You go in there blind. If you go with a plan, it's something different. But you go in there blind. You go to Iraq. This is the mission. This is what we're gonna do. Blah 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 blah. And people, unfortunately, some innocent people die there, right? But when this is happening, this is something totally different. I understand. Yeah, all battles, but this is not a battle. This, if you wanted this to be a battle, it should have been different. So in other words, you're condoning. I mean, you're okay with them doing what they're doing in stores, looting places. You're with that. You know. Oh my. So like I was saying, so that's in battle. That's a different story, man. This is not. This is. You want to be heard, and there are ways to be heard. I understand that people are tired, but violence is not the way. Violence, like you said, violence incites violence, and that's not gonna. That's not the way to do it. Oh, that is true. I agree with you, Michael. I agree with you. And what the funny part is that no one is really actually from. I haven't. Maybe I may be wrong, but I haven't seen Black Lives Matter say, you know what, this needs to stop. We don't want the riots to be violent. We want to do a peaceful riot. oh no, we want to do a peaceful protest. No one has said that, and I'm just shocked. You know, did this reminds me of the 19. I was a little kid, but I saw videos of it, of the blackout in the 1970. I think in 1976 or 77 in New York, and there was a blackout, and you saw people just looting stores on a blackout. So that a battle? No, it's just uneducated people doing stupid shit. I understand the fight. I understand the why. I understand the why they're burning the cars. I understand the hatred, the hatred towards the cop. I understand that. That's understandable. And I agree with burn the car, burn the car, burn the cop car. I don't give a fuck about that. Burn the precinct. I don't give a fuck about that. But just put it this way: don't go broke down Michael Medina's store. And then Michael Medina, let's say his insurance company only covers certain things, and you lose your whole entire savings. You lose everything. Michael Medina lost everything. Is it worth it? What up, TR? If you just protest, nothing is going to happen. So they took it another level, and now the word is being heard. No, I understand. I understand that, J Jerk. I'm not saying that, but you shouldn't burn down. You shouldn't loot. You shouldn't. You want to be you. There are ways to do this. Look, my personal feelings, I would have just gone after the cop. You make a bigger statement doing that. You know. But the other thing also, the other thing is that you want to voice, but you want to be heard. So you got courthouses, you got precincts, you got places where you could do this. But why go to a mom and pop? Why loot? There's no. Do you know how foolish you look going into a store, robbing a store, coming out with stuff that's not yours, coming out with stuff that people earned their money, when it had nothing to do with the death of this young man. Unfortunately, died at the hands of a corrupted cop. Not one, four. Sorry, four cops. Four cops. So it's just sad. It's just sad. Hey, what up, Ray Roberts? They're hired goose. I don't know, man. All I know is that this is a shame, and the president hasn't said anything. The governors, I think, only the governors speak of what they're going to do, but they're not doing it. I mean, the best thing to do is that in November, vote all these incompetent assholes out of office. Out of office. It's plain and simple. Oh, I understand that. I understand that, Michael. Like I said, violence stirs violence. Violence brings up violence. You have to, there's only so much peace we will have. We'll have peace maybe 5, 10 years, and then all of a sudden something like this happens because it's evolution. I mean, it should happen. It's been happening since the day of time. But this is nothing new. But like I said, it is what it is, man. My concern is, Ray Barber said they're talking about putting a task force together to get. Well, put it this way: Donald Trump said that Antifa is they classify them as a terrorist group. But yet, I've heard people saying that there are right wings out there who are inciting riots, who are starting shit up, so then the rioters can get excited and then they'll start looting too. I mean, when it comes down to it, to be honest with you, as long as they don't fuck with my family, we'll be all right. It's sad, well, it is what it is. You know, our voices need to be heard because it is true though. You know, I am tired of seeing cops get away with shit that like I saw the cop a few months ago in Maryland get found not guilty, and you see the guy. I want to I want to show you the video. Tell me if this is justifiable. And then the funny shit is that this motherfucker gets this cop this cop gets found not guilty in Baltimore, Maryland, in an all-white jury. In an all-white jury. Look at this. Let me see if I can find it for you guys so you can see it. And I understand the why. Okay. Hold on, guys. Not guilty. All right, guys. Here it goes. I'm gonna show it to you right now. Look at this. Hold on.
Feel like your time sure isn't what they sold.
You got a commercial, so I can't play the commercial when I do it. Okay, there was a peaceful demonstration a day in the city I live in. No one got hurt, and probably the point across a whole lot more than people burning down. Well, Ray Roberts, you're from Texas, and instead of Texas, a few years ago, they killed a few. They killed a bunch. They feel like they killed like what 3 cops, and they were doing. And they were riding over, and they were. Look at this, guys. I just want you to see something. Look at this guy. He's getting chased, but look at this. Did this justify this? Hold on. Wait. You saw that kick, right? You saw that kick? You knocked them out. Knocked them out. And that cop was found not guilty. He was chasing him, but the guy saw like this, and he got on his knees, and he got found not guilty. So this is where it all stands for. And Ray Roberts, no, it's not possible. It was I think it was Austin, Texas, something like that. But a few years ago, some cops, like 3 or 4 cops, got killed by some sniper there. You know, they were doing killing because a cop killed another person. And when in Texas they went to protest, I think 3 or 4 officers in Texas were killed, and that was a few years ago. That was when Barack Obama was president, 2012, 2013, 14, something like that. Gotta Google it, but if you Google it, it's there. But my point here is that this is all happening, and also the other point is where are the other 4? Where are the other 3 officers? Why haven't they been charged? We've only seen one picture of this Derek character. Nothing has been said about him. We don't know if he's been bailed. We don't know if he's been bonded. We don't know what happened in his arraignment. We don't know none of that. We just know that he was arrested. Everything else is what you call it is ambiguous. Ambiguous. I'm sorry, ambiguous. So we don't know. We're left up in the air. The other 3 officers, 2, 3, 4 officers, I think it was. None of them had been charged. Why haven't they been charged too? You know, so this is the things that we have to we have to come together as a country, bro. This cops beating on black people, cops killing black people. This shit gotta stop. I understand why I understand why they're doing it and why the fire, you know, the bombings. I mean, the burns of the cars and all that. I understand all that, and I'm with that. I am. You know, I don't like violence. I I don't want people to commit violence against anyone. But right now, at this point, no matter what we say, it's just gonna happen anyways. And the president can be one that he can make a speech from inside the Oval Office as to what he's gonna do. But no, he sends out his people. A leader leads, bro. A leader leads, and a leader puts his voice out. That's why you had president like Washington. That's why you had president like Abraham Lincoln. They led, and others have led. You lead. President Trump is not a leader. I'm sorry, he's not a leader. Where was he yesterday? He went to go see the SpaceX launch. That's what he was doing. Where is he today? Has he shown his face today? No. And then he sent his national secretary and his national secretary of defense or whatever the fuck he is. He says there is no systematic problem. Shit, if there was no systematic problem, we wouldn't be having this shit right here right now. We would be having this. And then the funny thing is, if you see the video of George Floyd, you see the video of George Floyd, they took him out of his car. What's up, Charles? They took him out of his car, walked him to the other side. And when he walked him to the other side, he fell down to the ground. And then they had them struggling, some sort of struggle inside the car. And then that's when they put him outside. So, this is just, I don't understand why they gave this guy a third-degree murder charge. It should have been more than that. But it's just, I guess they just did it just to calm the nerves of people. But it's a ridiculous charge. It should be second-degree murder. If that, I'm not if that's what it should be. And the other guy should just be held accountable, just as the cop was, just as this Derek Gulch or whatever the hell his name is. But people are tired. Because I remember peaceful protests. At least, what is it? Gandhi. If you want to look at it, Gandhi did a peaceful protest for years. Gandhi's protest lasted years, no violence, until England, Britain, left India. Left the pack. Said we're not here. That's it. Took him years, but he did it peacefully. And now India's been an independent country for more than 40, more like 30 years. So it can happen. This is not what Martin Luther King died for, to see this happen. Well, Charles, well, you're asking me, Charles, asked where would there be a second round of the 1200? That's up to debate right now. I think tomorrow, which is June 1st, they're going to the Senate. They might do a statement. They put it this way: the majority of Mitch McConnell said that they do need another. They do need another second stimulus package, but they don't know how they're going to structure. They know the one that the Democrat did. That's not going to work, so they're going to structure that. Then you might be looking at maybe a check coming in July, because the unemployment rate rose again. It could be close to 40 million unemployed people. So they know they know they need a stimulus package, but they just don't know how they're going to structure it yet. Did you get yours? Charles? And there's still 20 million. There's still 20 million people that haven't gotten their stimulus check yet, and they said that could roll up to go up to September. So for all you guys, if you haven't received your stimulus check, let me know. Or if you haven't applied for it, let me know so I can help you guys do it. That's easy to do. You see this? Déjamelo ahí. Déjamelo ahí que estoy haciendo YouTube Live. Yo voy a irme para allá. Oh, okay. So you got it. You see? He's gonna help you out. You see, I helped Charles, and Charles got his stimulus check because he didn't know. That's what I'm here for, bro. This is what King Geo TV's for, bro. My son hasn't gotten his. My wife hasn't gotten hers. But that's all right, though. So, Charles, how are things in Louisiana, bro? How are things in Louisiana? So yeah, so I did this live. So I want people to call in. I want people to, someone from the outside of an organization to let me know, what they feel. So I want other people to let me know, how they feel. You guys are regulars, so I know how you guys feel. I want outsiders to tell me, yo, KGO, they fucked up, man. Motherfuckers like this. Yo, I did you guys see the video on Facebook where the black cop punched the black lady out? I mean, she did swing at a cop, but he didn't have to go that far to swing at her. She swung at the white cop twice, and when she swung twice, that's when the other cop just boom. Oh, word! The Little Rock, Arkansas shooting at the police? No good, no good. That is no good. Little Rock. That's where Bill Clinton's from. I remember when a cop asked me in Orlando, Florida in 1992, where I was from, I said Little Rock, Arkansas. Like, how many Puerto Ricans are in Little Rock, Arkansas? Maybe now, but I'm talking about back in 92. I know Mets pitcher Seth Lugo, he's Puerto Rican. He's from Arkansas. I had a girl from Arkansas. She was from Monterey. Yeah, she was from Monterey, Louisiana, not Arkansas. She was from Monterey. Yeah, Monterey, Louisiana. You're in Arkansas. Louisiana and Arkansas, two different things. I'm sorry. I'm geographically, I'm not right. So they shooted the police in Little Rock, Arkansas. No, that's everywhere, bro. In Raleigh, they looted a lot of places. They looted a lot of places. This is the time that you gotta get, if you got a gat, you gotta have your gat with you. You gotta have a baseball bat. You never know, man. Crazy people go inside your house. You know. You never know. We just hope it doesn't go out, out of your hand. So yeah, guys, come on, comment. Tell me what you feel. What has this? How do you feel? What's going on? Has this fueled you to to? Wait, let me say something. Has this given you a better understanding of how you're going to vote in November? It says here Ivanka Trump tweeted a Bible verse and did not go very well. Let's see what she tweeted on the. Let's see what Bible verse she tweeted. She wrote, Ivanka Trump said, "This is what the Lord said. I have heard your prayers and seen your tears. I will heal you." 2 Kings 25. And then somebody wrote, Ivanka, stop it. Woe to you, scribes of Pharisees, hypocrites, for the tithe, mint, dill, and cumin, and have neglected the weightier matters of the law, justice and mercy, faithfulness and faithfulness. These you ought to have done without neglecting others. Matthew 23:23. And some guy says, middle age divorced Jesus. Since his Bible trivia, chew on this. Isaiah 10, 1 through 3 says, woe to those who make unjust laws, to those who issue oppressive decrees, to deprive the poor of their rights and withhold justice from the oppressed of my people. Now that is good. I want to keep that one. I will put that. I like that one. I'm gonna copy that. Okay. So yeah, so this all leads. I'm sorry, guys. So this all leads to how you're gonna vote in 2020. How you gonna vote in November? Is because your vote's gonna count because you gotta remember these all these mayors, all these governors who claim they haven't done shit in years. They gotta go. They really gotta go. We need young blood. We need people who have been in the streets. We need people who really understand the problem of the black community, of the Hispanic community, of the Asian community. Yeah, I know, right? All yeah, we had 3 months, 3 months of coronavirus, and now it's just the rides. Who knows? Fuck the coronavirus, be like, yeah, bro, they're not paying no attention to me. Fuck that, I'm out. I'm leaving. Boom. It was that easy, right? The thing also too that I think about it, all these protesters are in mass gatherings. Do they take into consideration the chances of them getting COVID? Because remember, there are asymptomatic people out there that don't know they have the virus. Yeah, no more coronavirus talk, Jay Jerk. Everybody's a right, the right. I was talking about my sister that today. I said, as crazy as this may sound, but it's it sounds good not to hear anything about the coronavirus. Not bring normalcy, but at least you don't have to hear about this shit. You know, you guys stay tuned tomorrow. 'Cause tomorrow is my 7th year anniversary of sobriety, and I'm going to do a live, and I'm going to tell you how I started my drinking and how I've decided to how I decided to go straight, how to stay sober, and how I become sober, how I've battled with with my demons and how I got to the point of enough is enough. So that's gonna be good. I think it is. Hopefully, help somebody else. Yeah. So we need order. We need we need to reform the whole entire police system completely. You got to do more of a physical background. You got to make sure these guys are fucking mentally capacitated to do things. You look at this fucking guy, Derek. He had fucking 10 citizen reports, 10 citizen reports, and nobody did anything. And I'm even surprised Amy Gorbachev, the one, the lady that was running for president, didn't do anything while she was the governor because this is so incredible. She's running for president and she has this on her back, that and then this shit comes out. And the funny thing about it is also Joe Biden. It's just Joe Biden and his crew are starting. They started a not a program. but they started to fund to bail people out. They got a little foundation, and they're bailing people out in Minnesota, Minneapolis, for those who were in the riot. And this is just incredible how he's also using this for political gain. So for him to come back and say, "Hey, I did this when the riots were on. I held the black community on. Blah 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 blah." I'm not a Joe Biden fan. I'm definitely not I'm not a Donald Trump fan. But these two are using. Trump is not saying anything now, but I bet you'll come tomorrow and say something, and he'll say something, and he'll use this right to go into his campaign. And then Joe Biden is doing this to bail out to benefit his campaign, which they don't give a fuck about black lives. They don't give a fuck about Hispanic lives. They don't give a fuck about Asian girl lives. They don't give a fuck about any lives but their own. The rich get rich and the poor get poor. So that is the sad part. You don't see this shit. Yo, Britain, England has a lot of black people. You don't see this kind of shit in Britain. You don't see this shit in Canada. But we see police brutality here in the United States. And that's because we let them. How is it that a cop can swing at you, but you can't swing back at a cop? What kind of shit is that? And if you swing back at a cop and you beat the shit out of him with one punch, they'll charge you. You can defend yourself against someone else from the streets, but you can't defend yourself from a cop? No, no, no. You can't have your cake and eat it at the same time. If a cop swings at me, I'm swinging back. I'm sorry. Either you kill me or tase me. And like they say, what's good for the goose is good for the gander. Yeah, I'm getting comfortable in my bed, bro. Because my daughter should go to my office. I gotta put my office back downstairs. I probably end up doing it downstairs. I gotta go back up. But it's just incredible the way things are going, man. But we need to reform. We need to reform everything we need. Hopefully, this will solve, and these senators and in Congress. Let's put it in Congress. Will take heed to what's going on, and they'll put competent people behind the desk of a police office. Competent sergeant, competent lieutenants, competent AGs, attorney generals that will take care of this shit, that will do shit right. Because these cops, the federal government, the Fed should have taken over the case of this officer. And that's what they should do. These three guys, the other officers should have been arrested along. If I believe that if they would have been arrested too, then you would see more. You wouldn't see so much going on right now. But they're not arrested. Only one guy has been arrested, which was the one with the knee, Derek. And yet we haven't seen. We don't know what his arraignment is about. We don't know if he was bailed out. We seen one picture of him, and that doesn't even look like him. No picture with his, with the tag. Nothing. So how do we know that this guy really got arrested? We don't know. We really don't know. So guys, comment. I want your comments. I want you guys to let me know how you guys feel. Because this can happen to anybody, man. You could be walking on the street, a cop stops you because you had a bad day. Your ID, blah, blah, and you try to do some shit, and they grab you, they choke the shit out of you, some shit like that. Because that's what inexperienced rookies do. That's why people would, that's what they need to be vetted. The police department needs to be vetted and weeded out of these corrupted cops. That's what they should do. You know? We need people, and I will keep saying this. You cannot put a white commander in chief, not the president. You cannot put You cannot put a white commander in a black community because that white person's not gonna know what that, unless he was raised there. He's not gonna know what that community is in need. And he sometimes even when you put a black person, they don't know how to do a good job. But you should put someone that knows the needs of that community. You know, because not all cops are bad, bro. Not all cops are corrupted, but because of a few bad apples, they'll pay the price, unfortunately. That's the way the game is concerned. Unfortunately, bro. Unfortunately. So yeah, man. I don't want to turn on the news because it's gonna be the same thing over and over again. And I don't want to be. But let's do this. Superstat, send an animated image, send a highlighted message. Well, guys, you know that I have super chat now. Okay. Well, guys, well, let's see.